Hi guys, in today's episode of the Do-It-Yourself Inspection Series, we're going to be looking at siding, especially base of wall siding. And we'll also be talking about water damage and the common signs of water damage that we see there. Stay tuned. So here's an example of a visual dark staining or visual water damage on the base of wall. You can kind of see how the siding comes down pretty close to the asphalt. In some instances is actually caulked to the asphalt or sealed to the asphalt. Here we've got our corner trim going to the bottom of it, but this edge is pretty punky. Same with the siding here. I shouldn't be able to, you know, this piece is hard, but this one's pretty soft. Same with these guys. So why? The water is dripping right down. It hits this lower roof, has that moss buildup like we saw, and it's kind of splashing right out here. But your siding shouldn't be that close. You can see at this side it has some room, but then as the concrete goes up, the concrete buries the siding, and it just causes problems. So again, we come over to another building. You can see similar patterns on the roof, and then when we go down, we see a similar pattern of dark stained siding at the entry again, sort of below this connection, and just take a probe and real soft. Here's another entry area with more damage. So we're starting to see a pattern. We've seen 2 buildings now, 3 entrances, 4 entrances, and getting this pattern going. So I don't want to beat this entry condition to death, but you can see again, visual indicator that siding has been replaced. You can see the different paint color. And so you can see touch-ups around the outlet box. So just all visual clues of work that's been done there. My siding that comes down to the roof is dark, and even though it's an inch or 2 off of the roof, which is a good thing, it's still getting some dark staining on it. If you go to the roof to chimney, you'll see the dark line draining down the chimney. That's roof runoff hitting the siding and then coming in behind. I don't see any upturned flashing there. I don't see any diverter flashing or kick out flashing it's called, and I actually see residue coming down the chimney. I would expect to find some water damage in that chimney chase. What I'm looking at on this elevation is the paint or stain really fading. The wall needs to be repainted. You can see areas that are undercover aren't as worn, and so this is a south facing elevation. When you look at this north face, you can see paint just in better condition. You can see some repairs that have been done on the corners or the different paint. This elevation here, you see a nice big gap between your upper siding and your roof. Looks like in the re-roof process they trimmed it back and put in taller flashing. But as you get around the chimney, you can see the bottom of the chimney siding is pretty damaged. You can see the top of the chimney has a lot of damage going on this corner, as well as the algae or the organic growth on the siding. So I see a metal flashing was placed to kind of redirect the water into the existing gutter. Maybe we should add a gutter there or try to do something that's a little bit more permanent. As I get to the bottom of the siding, I see concrete poured up and over the siding, and I see the siding soft and punky. I see brick planters over the wood siding. Here's a good indication of bark and maintenance. Out here you can see the concrete footing. We've got space between the siding and bark. You technically want 6 inches, but let's call it we have space. Over here we have too much bark, and it's been pushed up against the bottom of the siding, and it'll just cause the siding to wick up moisture, and you'll get bugs and ants and all sorts of things. So it's kind of a similar deal when your concrete is poured up and over your siding. Siding starts bowing and cupping, and So it's still fairly solid, but it's cupping and warping. You can also see when it cups, it actually pulls the nail heads out. So this nail was originally driven flush, but because the siding is prying out or cupping or warping, it actually pulls the nail heads with it. Hi guys, thanks for watching this episode. We hope you learned something. Our goal is to teach you how to do it yourself and inspect your own buildings. So if you missed any episodes, please hit the subscribe button. And if you like what we're doing, hit that bell and you'll be notified for more educational videos. Thanks for watching.